breakdown showing you how to do it yourself if you're looking to do it yourself. But so first thing you want to do, as you possibly have seen in both my past videos, you push out this little thing right here. That is your slide catch, which holds your slide on. Put that up to the side, remove the slide. But as my viewers have seen, trusty screwdriver, push that in to get the 4.3 guide rod out. Hopefully that's it. Then take it out like a syringe, as I've said. Oh, fell, my bad. Set that aside too, because we won't be taking that apart. Here's the full barrel. I'm gonna get that out. Okay, here's full barrel with the 75-degree maple leaf Decepticon bucking. I highly recommend this bucking. It's a very good one. It gives you great nozzle seal. I really recommend it to anyone watching my videos. Set that aside for now though. Grab a tool real quick. We're gonna take out the blowback housing and the nozzle. So, there we go. That screw out. Let's put that right next to my catch like that. And we're gonna flip this upside down and pop this out. It should come out with gravity, and if yours doesn't, it probably doesn't fit in your slide too well. But for now, everything's out of the slide, so we're gonna set that to the side. Look closer at this. So this is your nozzle return spring. The one I have it in it right now is 130%, I believe. Helps it with how to shoot faster, basically. I highly recommend it. I will look for the brand. I still have the packaging somewhere. I'll show another video just showing this off, but really good little spring. Then we have the CapCut powder blue nozzle. Great nozzle. It's still relatively new to the market. I recommend it if you're going to be using an HV adapter with your pistol like I am. It helps with the performance, and I've had a nozzle break, specifically this little part, so I had to get this. But we also have the LA Capa Customs ultralight blowback housing with a homemade spacer by me. Not that good, but little piece of plastic. It works great. And this with this blowback housing, it comes with a double O-ring for better air seal. Okay, moving on. Be reassembling this real quick. So what you want to do is you want to put this up at an angle, kinda, and line it up with that and slide it in. But make sure when you're putting this back in, this hard part right here, or the more coiled up part, goes against this little nub. Then once that's reassembled, we can put it to the side. Now we have our frame. Hold on, this one has an extended mag release, so I'm gonna be taking that out first. Setting that aside amongst all of our other bits and pieces. I'm gonna get a small flathead to get the mag release out, because it is a little flathead screw that you need to turn, or you need to push it in and turn it a little bit. Turn it to the left, I believe. Yeah, turn it to the left. I hope you can see in there. See that little piece in there, and then should be able to just about pop right out. There's gonna be some struggle because I didn't actually get mine all the way seated. There we go. So this will be your mag release. So, I gotta remove my spectacular electrical tape job. Well, again, we'll be setting that to the side. So the next step, just to basically go over it. Let's see if this is now. Okay. bigger Allen key for these screws to take off your main grip. So they're very short screws, so it doesn't take a lot of pressure to get them out. Ooh, I accidentally skipped a step, my bad, fellas. So there's a little sear spring that I recommend you guys get out first. So it's in this right here. See how I got it in. You're gonna push this out. It's a little hard to push out. Hold on. There we go. That is what's holding my flared mag well. And that's what's holding this little back piece of the grip is called. I don't know what it's called, but this little back piece, you'll know it when you see it. And then right in here is your sear spring. This little silver piece right in here. We get a small flashlight because I've seen this in many videos. It is very hard to learn. Not very hard, it's pretty easy actually. But, so, oop, weird focus. Stop focusing on my hand. But, you see how that is in there? Oh, never mind. Well, I'll show you that when I'm reassembling. But, once you take that out, you're gonna be left with this. There's gonna be no force on your grip. So what you're gonna do is unscrew these two top screws, set those aside. There we go. Then all of this, your grip should slide right off. I'm gonna set your side. So I have a flat trigger in here, which I've been meaning to return. It was messed up. But an adjustable flat trigger I got for a really good deal. And this is your trigger bar. It should all slide in to here, just like this. One. It should be smooth. If not, I would recommend possibly putting like a drop or two of any silicone lubricant. Like dab a little bit on your finger. Oh, that's a lot of it, my bad. And rub it on the bar like this. We're also going to be doing this to the side later, not the outer part of the side, but the internal part of the side, just so it's all smooth. And we'll seat this back in there. This little, I don't want it. There we go. All back in there, nice and smooth. Okay. There is some very difficult little pieces in here, but I'm not fully familiar with that, so I recommend you watch Eddie Valiant's video on this. He is better at teching than me. So are a lot of people, but yeah. In here, there's a good few pieces. I don't even know the names of them, but I won't go in depth because I don't know what I'm talking about if I was. But then, okay, once you have your trigger on, you're gonna put this back on, put your grip back on, and then you will install your grip screws. My trigger might have interfered. There we go. Put that one in, and sometimes the grip doesn't fit perfectly. It's very annoying, but all I have to do is push up on it, and then it goes right in. It's like a glove, as they say. Just kidding. I'm not gonna do that on this channel. So we're gonna grab our sear spring, and I want to get up close with this because it's very hard to see in other videos. So I want it to look the best it can in this one. Hold on, me grab my tiny flashlight. You see all that in there? So, there's a little black bar. I'm sorry if I'm blocking it. It's difficult to multitask since I'm new to this. But, oh crap. Hold on. Technical difficulties. Sometimes these shear springs are a little tricky to get out. They require a little bit of rattling, I guess. That's what I used to get mine out sometimes. Or if you're really stuck, just get a small flathead and kind of pry it out. Not with force, but just a little bit. There we go. Why not? This bit might have to be off camera. It's very difficult to do on camera. Okay, I might be able to get it slightly in frame. So like this, there is a, I don't want my fingers to be blocking it because I'd defeat the purpose of the tutorial, right? But, okay, sometimes it is a little difficult when you have it turned at an angle. So I might have to do this bit off camera. But basically what you want to do is get this. There's going to be a little silver piece that is right here. You're going to want to get this little pin on that. And there's going to be another black piece up further that moves. And you're going to want to get this middle one on top. And this back pin up here, it doesn't need to do anything because it is just how strong your safety is. It's just for your safety, basically. Or your thumb. Flubbing. There we go. After long last. But this is a very common problem for me because sometimes after I install this piece, the hammer does not have any positions. Sucks sometimes, but it just reinsert the shear spring a few times and it fixes itself. But just to test it, I recommend you just hold the piece on and pull the trigger. Yeah, that's good. Did it right that time. Pretty rare when that happens. Then we're gonna slide the, what's it called? Flared magwell back on, and we're gonna hit this back in. Not necessarily need to hit it back in, but just push it in. Get my screwdriver to push it in. Just that little bit more. There we go. And got a little microfiber to clean up. There's some lube that soaking lube that got on the grip. And right here, these are the little pieces or parts that we're going to be applying some of that silicone lubricant to. So that is the two contact points of the slide and the receiver. Get it on there. There we go. Flip to the other side. Get a good bit on there. Let that sit, because I accidentally skipped another step, which was putting the slide back together. But we start with this, the blowback housing. I just slot that right in. Just slides right in from top down. Swap out my bit real quick. Put this in. With the LA Capa blowback housing, the screw that it comes with is the only screw you can use to hold it in place. But The only screw that you can use to hold it in place is the screw that it comes with. Otherwise, your nozzle won't return properly. Because see, it returns good here, but if I over tighten it, it gets a little choppier. Actually, it's okay, but it's not ideal. We want it to be as smooth as possible. And if you have a little, tiny little washer or a spacer, that'll work fine. Okay, so next part, make sure your barrel's aligned right here. Let me put that in. And common thing in all my videos, hold this like a syringe, and then put it right back into the barrel. There we go. Seated all nice. So that should be all. Once you put this back in, if you have re-lubricated your slide, I suggest you cycle it a few times. There will be some that comes out on the sides, as you can kind of see right there. I suggest you wipe off a little microfiber for the cleanest look on your high capa. Oh, almost forgot. You gotta put your mag release back in. You're gonna need that tiny flathead. This time you're gonna push it in, turn it right until you feel it come back out. Then if your mag release came with an extension, you can put that on. It's completely optional. And time for the electrical tape, just hold down my safety. This. There we go. That is how to almost fully assemble high caliber pistol. There we go.